is a presentation of TFNN. The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every business day. Tom takes your phone calls toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Oh, look who we have.
It's a beautiful day. Got our man, Jim from Minneapolis. We gonna take it by storm?
Taking it by storm, baby.
I love that. That's a great saying, man. Hey, what's happening, brother?
Good morning, gentlemen. How you guys doing today?
Good, man. Yourself?
Oh, man. It's been the most incredible couple of days since when I called in on Friday, Litecoin busted out of that consolidation on the 2-hour chart.
Okay.
And it just never looked back. It did a 100-point ABC up, and now it's very extended the way I look at it. But holy, I mean, it went up to $420 last night.
Now, Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 10 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. It's making a great night and a great weekend. Cultivate wisdom. You don't need to accumulate knowledge to become wise. Anyone can become wise. When you become wise, you respect your body, you respect your mind, and you respect your soul. When you become wise, your life is controlled by your heart, not your head. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We have the Dow Industrials down 162, NASDAQ off 43, S&P's off 11.5, gold contract up $7.20, trading at $13.49 an ounce, silver up 17 cents, $16.65 an ounce. Light sweet crude up 26 cents, trading at $67.21 a barrel. Notes and bonds. You get the 10-year note up 2 ticks, 120.17. 30-year bond up 7 ticks, 145.19. King dollar up 24 ticks, trading at 89.480. The euro is trading at 123.36 to 1 US dollar. The yen is out here at 107.36 to 1 US dollar. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world. In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. What do you have? You can expect some action coming into the close out here today, folks. It's been basically a quiet day most of the day. What we have out here is this. You had the S&P start out at 2680, big numbers at the beginning of the day out here. Does the first lunge down, and we had a high volume low that was laying out there at 2651 from 11 o'clock this morning. That being said, you do a counter trend bounce. You go from 2651 all the way up to 2668. Just as I'm coming on the air, it comes after that high volume low, blows that high volume low away with volume. So now we have coming into the close out here is now you get a high volume low that's laying out there at 2650. So I expect, number one, you're going to be down into that area, and we're going to see what kind of selling we're going to get coming into this close. If we go over to the NASDAQ E-minis, the NASDAQ futures rather, what you're going to see is that right now from the high to the low, we came down about almost 90 points. And right now we're trading at we're down 42. The high of today was a 67.13. Right now we're at 66.27. We had just hit 66.20. If we do take a look at this and shape this up, what you're going to see, this is going to be a nasty close here because we had the same high volume low from 11 o'clock this morning. That high volume low, the first one that was going after a few minutes ago, was at 66.40. We do a counter trend bounce, we get up to 66.72, and this just blew it away. We just came in with, we have another high volume low there. Now, what you also have here is this, is that the NASDAQ, this is pretty intense actually, because it was because the NASDAQ had taken off further over the consolidation than the S&Ps did. It seemed that the NASDAQ was, well, the NASDAQ had to pull back quite a bit in order to get a failure going on a weekly basis. If we take a look at these Qs, but it looks like, bottom line, you know, it looks like we are going to get a failure inside the weekly basis. That number would be that the NASDAQ would have to close, the NDX 100, the Qs would have to close over $161.58. We were way over that today. We were at 163.26. Bottom line, right now you're laying out here at 121.22. So this is going to be basically an interesting close. And what we are going to have is this. If we take a look at this, what you're going to see is that you have a market that went topside once again, no volume whatsoever, and we very well, on the daily, could have a failure on price and volume. On the weekly, we can have a failure on price and volume. Right now in the NYSE, we've done 386 million, so that means we're going to do about 750. Inside the NASDAQ composite, what we have, we are at, oh, look at the composite. This is intense. The composite, folks, has only done 1.2 billion. So the composite's not even going to do 2 billion shares today. That is a big number, meaning it's a very small number in order to try to get to higher price. And the composite got to a price point today of 71.83, and you've already given up 80 points of that 71.83. So big numbers right across the board. Gold contract. What do we have with gold? Gold contract on Wednesday went topside, had strength as it went topside. We did, excuse me, folks, on Wednesday what we had done, we got into a price point of 1369. You had 492,000 contracts traded, big contract volume. We pulled back yesterday, and we pulled back yesterday with 398,000 contracts. We got to a price point of 1336.70. Now, what's really cool here is this. We actually got to a lower low today, had lighter volume, went topside. That's on the daily. When we take a look at this and you put this on the weekly, what you're going to see is that on the weekly, bottom line is that we are going to not only have higher price, you get higher volume, and there we go. Oh, not that one, this one. And what you're going to see out here is that you are basically pushing into all your swing points, going all the way back to September with volume. September 8th swing point inside the week of September 8th, inside the continuous contract is 1358. You have the week of the 26th, which is 1365, and we hit 1365 once again. The GDX, to give you an idea of the equities, GDX bottom line up 46 cents right now. When you take a look at this on the weekly, it's going to be nice volume. We've already done on a weekly basis 202 million. We're going into 273. Price point 23.15. This week we hit 23.05. So that's how you want to do it. The GDX is going to get a nice weekend of sleep, get ready, get some energy, and go after that 23.15 area. The King Dollar. Well, let's go to the XAU and the HUI because they followed up too. XAU on the weekly basis, we're at 84.13 right now. And on a weekly basis, we got up to 84.69. That is going after the swing high from the 16th, the week of the 16th, which is 86. That's also going to basically rest up over the weekend. You stay right there, folks. We come right back. We have the Dow Industrials right now trading down 151. The NASDAQ is off 36. S&Ps are down 10. Come right back.
Hi folks, Tom O'Brien here. If you'd like to get my daily newsletter, Market Insights, then now is a great time to sign up for a 30-day free trial. Every morning by 9:30, I send out my morning letter to subscribers with market commentary on a variety of markets, currencies, and commodities to keep investors up to date on the day's trading action. Included in Market Insights are specific buy and sell recommendations for stocks, ETFs, and even options, with stops and price targets included for every trade in my newsletter. If you'd like to try my newsletter risk-free for 30 days, then head over to the front page of TFNN and you'll find Market Insights under Trading Newsletters. I use my years of trading experience to bisect and dissect the market every morning and give my subscribers the most important information they need to know for the day ahead. I even issue afternoon updates for my subscribers whenever warranted with important market action. I'm always scouring the market for the next great trading opportunity. Sign up for your 30-day free trial to my daily newsletter, Market Insights, today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Wow! Go get them, folks.
In quiet markets, investors search for new trading opportunities. We'd like to introduce you to a new product that provides opportunities even in flat markets. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a new and innovative Chicago-based exchange registered with the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their trading platform. Nadex never charges a fee to use their platform, which even includes real-time charts and full customization capability. Nadex's unique short-term binary options allow traders and investors to capitalize on strategies even when the underlying markets are quiet. Nadex's innovation has allowed them to come up with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com, or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors. Until recently, it was almost impossible for the average investor to hedge against currency risk in Europe or Japan. For a bold trade on Europe or Japan that protects against moves in currency, trade HEGE or HEGJ, 2 times currency hedged leveraged ETFs from Direction Investments. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. We have the Dow right now down 200, Nasdaq's off 54, S&Ps are off 16, and if we go to these S&Ps, you get a intraday ABC down, folks. So we were talking about this swing point. It blew this thing away with volume. And so right now, your price projection, this looks like, man, this is an intense ABC down. 2638 would be the number. It's a 30.8 A to B equals C to D. It has enough time into the close to do that, too. Let's go to our man Paul in Henderson, Nevada. Hey, Paul, what's going on, brother?
Hey, what's happening, Tom? Thanks for taking my call again. I really appreciate it, man.
Absolutely, man.
So I had a question. A lot of these crypto guys are moving down to Puerto Rico, and there's something called Act 20 and Act 22.
That's right.
I was wondering if are you familiar with that and how that works, and if it's legit? I mean, it seems like it's
legit. Oh, it's definitely legit. Yeah. What it is this. I've looked. So what happens, folks, is there's a couple of different things that happen down in the U.S. Virgin Islands and Puerto Rico. Bottom line is that you are saving in taxes in an incredible way, because this has been going on for a long period of time. Yeah, it's real. You can legally, basically, not pay a huge amount of taxes. Yes.
So do you have to give up your citizenship, or you just
no. Oh no.
Okay.
No. You have to absolutely document that you are a resident and that you do not go off that island or off St. Thomas or any of the American Virgin Islands, rather, more than 6 months in one day. You have to prove that you're there 6 months in one day. Most people that do that,
that's pretty sweet.
Yeah, it is, man. It's a big deal. Believe me, and I'm so close to it. Sometimes I just say, man, it's big money. Yeah.
Because for me, I mean, being relatively young, your son's age, I don't have kids. There's nothing really holding me down.
Right.
And having Latino roots,
yep.
I can speak Spanish pretty good. So it's something that I'm definitely interested in.
Have you been to Puerto Rico?
Yes.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
I love it.
Yeah, I know. It's gorgeous, man. I've been there too, man. I love it too. Believe me. Yeah, I mean, it's a beauty. And believe me, I've been thinking of going down there. Just even, the poor people got wiped out. I suspect there's a lot of good deals there. You know what I mean? Because it'll take a long time to come back. But guess what? If you like beaches, man, I love beaches and I love the water, and it's a good scene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The guy, the main guy, real quick, why I like EOS so much, his name is Brock Pierce.
Okay.
He's one of the first crypto billionaires. He's the chairman of the Bitcoin Foundation.
Yep.
He helped Ethereum get started.
Okay.
So EOS is his new project. Well, he's moving his whole team down there, and they bought up a large part of Old San Juan.
I saw the pictures. I saw the pictures, yeah. If you take a look at this, folks, yeah, I saw the pictures, Paul, about a month ago. I was looking at that, man, yeah, because I was hunting real estate down there. That's how I end up running into what those guys were and how they're doing it. Yeah, I know, pretty cool. Yeah.
Man, okay, well, cool. I'm going to have to look more into that, Tom. Thank you so much for your time. Have a great weekend, buddy.
Okay, man. Have a great one. Have a safe one. You know, if we go over to, this is kind of intriguing what just happened here, folks. So the marijuana stocks, right? So the marijuana stocks just got a pop at, let's see, at 1 o'clock this afternoon. Now, these, I've been waiting for these to pull back for a long period of time, and they have pulled back, but you get Canopy Growth, which is the largest right now legal seller of marijuana. That just popped $1.90, and what that's all about is, let's see what they're saying here. Okay, so you have the, is he a congressman? Let's see what this is. Okay, so, oh, he's senator. Okay, so Colorado Senator, Republican Senator Cory Gardner, just came out when this happened, and he's saying that Trump is going to endorse letting states decide how to regulate marijuana. So this is you talk about a change of tune. You get Sessions in there that wants to put people away forever. But bottom line, we'll find out. Let's see. This is what he just said. Trump has consistently supported states' rights to decide for themselves how best to approach marijuana, Gardner said in a statement an hour ago. President Trump has assured me that he will support a federalism-based legislative solution to fix the states' rights issue once and for all. So we'll see where that shakes out. It's going to be interesting. Well, he's not having too good a time with Sessions anyway. But we'll see where that shakes out. And so these things, these small, well, they're not small stocks. Canopy Growth, where I'm waiting for Canopy Growth will still pull back. It's down off of 43 or 29. I'd like to get it around 21. 21 would be a decent setup here. If we go over and we take a look at J.P. Morgan. J.P. Morgan, folks, was the big heads up this morning. Yeah, and that's right. John Boehner, yeah, there's no doubt. Boehner was always against the weed until he saw the green. Yeah, there's no doubt, man. They're all hypocrites. That's the real bottom line. What blows my mind about that weed deal is that it's like heroin, right? Give me a break, man. I mean, it's like, where's the education on that deal, right? J.P. Morgan. Let's go to J.P. Morgan. So, J.P. Morgan comes out with numbers this morning, dynamite numbers, okay? Bottom line, what does the market do? Sell it off beyond belief. You know, you're talking about sell down from 115 to 109, monster volume. That tells you in itself that the market is weak. The XLF's going after this high volume low, $26.76. That's from the 9th of February, and this thing is game, and it's game in spades. The thing that's incredible about the financials now is this. So picture the huge disconnect. J.P. Morgan came out with numbers. The numbers were great, man. And the bottom line doesn't matter. They're still selling it off. That's a heads up beyond belief. Wells Fargo also come out with numbers. Wells Fargo, bottom line, they're selling that off. And in Wells Fargo's case, oh, this is going to be interesting. This is going to be, look at this. This is going to be an ABC down. Holy cow. Okay, 1 second. What do we got? We have 58.5. So it's $8.50, $45. Wells Fargo's breaking a B point with volume. You get a price projection of $45, and look at that, $44 where it broke topside in November of 2016. Let me bring this back a little bit more. Yep. So Wells Fargo is going to be right back to where it was trading in, let's see, October of 2013. Big number. Big number. Let's go take a look at some of the other higher volume equities out here today, and it's a low volume day in a huge way. Citigroup's getting slammed too. That's down $2. You got Apple up 10 cents. Facebook is up 34. Intel's down $1. You got Zillow. Yeah, let's look at Zillow. Zillow's getting smoked. Yeah, Zillow come out today. That broke a B point. This broke it with volume too. So that's an ABC down. So you got what, $60 to approximately 8 points. Gets you 46. We're hit 48 today. So 46 is the number. Yeah, Zillow. This is, you know what's going to be interesting about Zillow? So they're going to basically get into basically house flipping. That's going to be so intriguing watching how that shakes out. Well, you can see stock-wise they're selling it off because you know what will end up happening. I'd love to sell them some houses, man, because they'll pay too much money. Stay right there, folks. We got our man, Mr. Dave White, coming back. Dow Industrial's down 211. NASDAQ off 54. S&P's down 15.5. Coming right back.
No matter what kind of trader you are, 2018 is a great time to try out a subscription to Tom O'Brien's Gold Report. Whether you just plan on diversifying your portfolio with some exposure to gold and gold mining equities, or you're a gold bull that sees 2018 as the year of commodities, now is a great time to sign up for the Gold Report. Tom O'Brien publishes his Gold Report every Monday morning before the market opens and covers a variety of topics including gold, silver, platinum, copper, the XAU and HUI, the dollar, bonds, South African rand, as well as more than 20 of the most actively traded mining equities. Start your 2018 off with a bang and sign up for the Gold Report today. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. For all the details and to start your subscription right now, visit the front page of TFNN.com and you'll find the Gold Report under Investment Newsletters.
Would you like exposure to the foreign currency markets without any downside risk to your principal? Then consider the Petro Currencies Market Safe CD from Everbank. This 3-year U.S. dollar-denominated CD leverages the performance of 4 equally weighted currencies from these top oil-producing countries: Brazil, Canada, Mexico, and Russia. This CD features a 200% leverage factor, which means that your potential upside payment will be double the currency's average performance at maturity with no cap if the currencies increase in value over the CD's term. And if the returns are negative, your principal's 100% protected. Returns are based on CD performance with no correlation to the price of oil, and there is no annual percentage yield or periodic rate of interest on this index CD. The April 19th funding deadline will be here before you know it. So call 1-855-750-4051 or visit everbank.com/TFNN for the CD's term sheet and other important product details and disclosures. This advertisement is sponsored content. Everbank is a division of TIAA FSB, member FDIC.
You don't buy into that nonsense, do you? You know you can't time the markets. I didn't. And in 2006, I set out on a mission to do just that. I began by surrounding myself with the greats like Tom O'Brien, Larry Pesavento, David White, and Basil Chapman. I read countless books and even looked to the moon and planets for answers. Now, we both know that trading is 80% mental, so I learned the exact tools that Tony Robbins uses to overcome fear. I'm Steve Rhodes, author of Mastering Probability. And last March, the folks at Timers Digest began tracking my newsletter signals, which through January 18, 2018, placed me as the #1 gold timer for that exact time frame. Now, I can't officially be recognized until Timers Digest has a full year of signals, but clearly I've learned how to time the markets, and I'd like to teach you how to do that as well. Subscribers to Mastering Probability gain access to my live and archive workshops where I show you the exact same patterns that earned me this #1 ranking. If you're looking for great market calls and an education, sign up for Mastering Probability today at TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. The Dow Industrials right now down 214. You get the NASDAQ off 56. S&Ps are down 16. That's get the Dow down 0.9%. S&Ps down 0.5. NASDAQ down 0.8. Let's go over to my man, Mr. Dave White, as we do each and every Friday at 30 past the first hour. Don't forget, folks, Dave's got a great program every trading day right here, 2 to 3 Eastern Standard Time. Also has 2 great newsletters. He has the Path of Least Resistance and the Tech Insider. You can come over to our website and get both of them, 30-day money-back guarantee. Go to TFNN. If you'd like the Path of Least Resistance, just go to trading newsletters. If you like the Tech Insider, go to investment newsletters. Dave White, what's going on?
Well, pretty good week in the Tech Insider and the Path of Least Resistance. Even though the market didn't seem to go a whole lot, go very far, we were in the right stocks. So pretty happy about that.
Yeah, you had quite a hit.
Not all the time do you make money in a market.
You had quite a hit in that option market, right?
Yeah, we did. So, but not many times you make a lot of market when the money when the market kind of goes sideways as it has this week. But so I'm going to count my blessings and feel like I'm living a charmed life at least for this week.
Yeah.
Looked at the Facebook stuff, watched some of the testimony, read the rest of the transcript, and reading basically what are going into some of the bills that are floating around Congress. Wanted to really talk about the future of what has been a fairly unregulated internet so far. In fact, we got the first real change in regulations last week with a bill that the president signed. So,
and what was that?
It was basically if you're advertising any prostitution, that the feds can come after you and shut you down, that it's not protected speech anymore.
And so, and that was just a regulation they put in?
Yeah, they put it in basically that if you before basically anything you put on the internet you were fairly protected by if someone else posted it.
Okay.
Okay, now they're saying that if you put ads in there that even kind of sound like prostitution, that the feds can come after you. In fact, I think yesterday or today they indicted the biggest
Well, that
guy
was Backpage. That's a different ballgame than we're just saying.
No,
yeah.
well, that's basically the regulation in this, but he was doing money laundering and some other stuff. So they're going after that guy specifically, but these target basically what he was doing too. But this is the first regulation at all that holds people that run websites responsible for anything. But now we're looking at new regulations that will basically figure out what they can do and how you can do it as far as data that people can hold or that the websites can hold of yours. And the kind of the gist of it and the bills going around now are basically look like there's a consensus that they want to do an opt-in or opt-out that's an affirmative instead of a negative affirmation of what you want. Right now.
Yeah, cool. That'd be good. Yep, I'm with you. All right.
If you sign up now, it just assumes they get everything.
Yep.
The opposite would be you sign in and it assumes you get nothing and you have to click OK. And that seems like it's got fairly wide bipartisan support. The question is, what would it cost somebody like a Twitter or a Facebook or
a lot? It would cost them a lot because.
Well, they're thinking somewhere around about 30% in revenues is kind of where people are coming together on the idea that it would cut almost a third.
Yeah.
Of what they have off. Now, even if they do this, I think a lot of people are, in fact, they didn't talk about it all week, and I could have asked Zuckerberg some really good questions, but one of the other ones is, and he did talk about this the week before, but no one brought it up in the hearings, and that is screen scraping.
Yeah, right.
Where computers can act like they're a web browser, suck everything off the page.
Yep.
You can parse through it. Literally, if you put it up, you can actually get anything that's on that screen if you want to work fairly hard. In fact, most of the time, it's not hard at all. There's some very good toolkits for programming on almost every web platform there is called Selenium. And this package will let you basically do anything, take pictures off, sort through words and find the words, keywords you're looking for, phone numbers. Literally everything that is on that screen can be screen scraped. And just yesterday, actually last night, District Court in Washington, D.C. ruled that using automated tools to access publicly available information on the open web is not a crime, even when the website bans automatic access in its terms of service. You'll see that on like the CBOE website.
Okay.
And stuff like that. We ban this, you can't do it, we'll come after you. Well, that's pretty much in the rearview mirror now, unless they go to the Supreme Court on it. And it doesn't look, from what I read in the legal briefs, that's a thing that's going to happen. It was a unanimous decision. So screen scraping's legal. They can't really do anything other than try to cut you off. And with the availability of huge cloud-based services that have lots of different IP addresses, pretty tough to shut those folks down. You know, they could go from Amazon's web services to Microsoft's Azure's, and they're all going to get different IP addresses.
Sure.
So the question is, or let me put it this way, anything you put up on the web probably is going to get scraped in a social setting, and someone's going to have it.
And on your phone. Right. I mean,
yeah, well, as long as you're doing it, they can do it. And this doesn't, there is some thought that even some of the ISPs are doing it on the backside and selling it. Now, one of the other things
well, if they're not selling it, they're at least using it to sell advertising.
Correct.
Yeah.
Now, one of the other things that they didn't bring up was when he was saying that they talk about how much effort is put into controlling the content on Facebook, is a company that I imagine nobody has ever heard of before. I don't know if you have. It's called Taboola.
No.
This company makes advertising that looks exactly like content that's on whatever website you have.
Okay.
They get people to make it look like it looks like USA Today, but it's actually an ad. If you look at the very bottom of it, it'll say sponsored content. I mean, in like 6-point type.
Yeah.
But what they do is they take ads and they make them look exactly like they would look as if they were part of that website. And then they sell, basically take money from people and give money to Yahoo, AOL, everybody. And so they're kind of the middleman, but their whole job is taking advertising dollars and making this content look like it fits right in so you don't notice. Now, they say that people are 10 times more likely to click on their ad because you can't tell the difference between it and the website you're browsing.
I see. Interesting.
So this probably, I don't know if this is going to be a public company. I think they like their anonymity. But when you see a lot of stuff that just says sponsored content at the bottom, and it looks like that, but it's actually an ad for something, it probably is. And 80% of all this goes through this one company called Taboola.
Unreal.
I think that's the way it's pronounced.
Stay right there, folks. Dave and I are coming right back. Dow Industrials right now down 210. You get the Nasdaq off 55. S&Ps are down 16.5. We have gold up 660. Silver's up 15 cents. Dave and I are coming right back, folks.
Many of our new listeners have heard about The Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of the TFNN shows, plus see all of the charts as they happen live and have access to archives of all of those charts. You can test drive The Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days and greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets and how to make your money work for you. Details on The Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com. Tiger TV is an exciting way to experience TFNN programming. See high-definition video, giving you crystal clear charts, as well as seeing some of the faces of TFNN's highly acclaimed financial experts with crisp, full-fidelity sound. Catch Tom O'Brien, John Logan, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, Larry Pesavento, Think or Swim, David White, Andy Hecht, and Daryl Martin in crystal clear, high-definition audio and video. Tiger TV, exclusively at TFNN.com.
David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today. The Path of Least Resistance is David White's daily trading newsletter, and if you're looking for active trading ideas, then now's a perfect time for a 30-day free trial to this powerful daily trading advisory service. David uses his years of trading experience to offer his subscribers his trading ideas each morning in his Path of Least Resistance newsletter. Using a combination of equity trades along with options, David keeps his subscribers up to date with all pertinent market information with intraday afternoon updates when warranted. Don't miss out on this great chance to get a 30-day free trial to David's daily newsletter, The Path of Least Resistance, with no obligation to pay anything. David has been delivering solid recommendations for his subscribers recently, and if you'd like to see the type of newsletter he delivers every morning, then visit the front page of TFNN, and you'll find The Path of Least Resistance under Trading Newsletters. For all the details and to start your 30-day free trial today, log on to TFNN.com now.
Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Tom O'Brien.
Welcome back, folks. We have the Dow right now down 163, Nasdaq's up 41, S&Ps are down 11. We're talking about our man, Mr. Dave White, and we are going to be talking rare earth minerals. So look at this, huh?
Yep. In fact, my big first score in the newsletter for, or actually on the radio, was talking about a company called MCP. If you remember that, which was rare earths here in the United States, and everybody got behind it. Of course, China was trying to cut us off.
Yes.
From that. In fact, I think there's still something going on with those guys out there in the that are mining it. They're going to fire it back up again, so we'll have another round. But the whole idea was almost like, or almost the equivalent of peak oil.
Peak oil,
peak
yeah.
crude, that that we heard through 2005.
2,
I don't know,
3, 4, 5. Yep, exactly.
Yeah.
Right.
Everybody told us that was it, and of course, rare earths. Well, we're running out of it, and the answer is we're running out of neither. Rare earths only mean that they occur not in high concentration. And of course, you want to mine where the highest concentration is, because that's going to be the cheapest to produce, just like gold. So kind of the same kind of things. Anyway, eventually, just as that mine started to come up, the Chinese dumped all of the rare earths and cratered the cost of those materials. So we're back to basically China running almost all of those, but China is starting to run out of a handful of the rare earths that they actually need, that they can produce at a low cost. And now people, just like fracking and a lot of what we're seeing up in the Northwest, going after crude in on surface mining activities, they're doing the same thing in Japan. And of course, they've been able to come up with this 965 square mile Pacific Ocean patch, which is down in the islands in the kind of the far south of Japan's territorial waters, that has what they say, where was it out here? Maybe it's on the next slide. 780 years with a yttrium, 620 years of europium, 420 years of terbidium, and
these are the rare earths that we've been talking about, right? Or some of the rare earths.
These are the ones that everybody have been really worried about, because they are the ones that you need to make touch-sensitive screens.
Okay, okay. So it looks like they found plenty of it, right?
Well, yeah, but you're going to have to go out there and dredge it up. But most of this is in fairly shallow waters, so it's not going to be, you're not going to go down 2 or 3 miles to get it like we went that far to get oil. This is going to be in 300-400 feet of water or something. Yep. Where you can get divers and everything down there if you need to fix stuff. actually, they think this might actually be cheaper than actually mining itself because the concentrations are so high in this area that they're going to go after. But they did about 1,000 cores over this area, and apparently this stuff is just laying 6 inches to 8 inches underneath the sea floor, and probably has been for an eternity.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
it's a big earth we have with lots of minerals.
And we keep on looking. As soon as everybody says we're out, they look somewhere else, and we found some.
Yep.
So I thought it was fairly interesting that this story kind of goes round and round about running out of stuff, and then suddenly they find a bunch of stuff. But kind of the whole history of mining
and technology.
Anything.
Yeah. I mean,
and technology.
Yeah. Bottom line is that it's a whole different ball game. Look, it's just in fact, when you bring this up, the deadliest catch. If you're into that at all, folks, okay, that's up in Dutch Harbor, Alaska. And when you look at those boats now, compared to when the deadliest catch started, the technology on those boats are insane now. They're all brand new. They're like insane. They're just great. So yeah.
Hey, I don't have it on a slide, but I did want to ask you. I didn't know if you covered it at the beginning of your show or earlier in the day, but I was looking at Z and ZG.
Yeah, right.
And them starting to house flip.
Yeah.
And on just a technical basis, if I was looking at disruption and everything, it's an interesting idea, but it's the same thing I hate about Tesla, which is you got to invest massive amounts of money into it to make that kind of thing flip. And if the market turns on you and you got 1,000 houses, it's not like some guy who is house flipping and he's got 2 houses. You got 1,000 houses and you got to get out of them all, if you're that big.
I suspect what they'll do is this. So a real flipper, folks, okay, actually doesn't close on basically at least 25 to 30% of their houses. Because what you do is that you get the contract, you basically make sure you can flip the contract. You try to get the contract and keep it out for 90 days, 60 days, whatever you can get, and then you're trying to move the contract simultaneously. Now, that's what I think they're going to try to do. They'll buy houses too, but that's what they're going to try to do because they have all the data. My take on it is that they're going to get taken to the cleaners, though, because real good wholesales, and I deal with a lot of them, okay? It's a tough business, man. You have to know the business upside down, and the ones that do really well at it have been doing it a long period of time, and they know every doorknob. I think Zillow will overpay. And so it's like, okay, good. You want to get in that business? Good luck to you, man. Do you know what I mean? So.
Yeah, but I mean, that kind of defeats the idea of something that's quickly scalable, which is kind of the promise of the internet itself, right? These, Facebook can go from 100 million people to 1.5 billion people. You just really, you got to have a lot of people. You got to hire people. They got to fix stuff. There's a lot of management. It just seems. Yeah,
I don't think they want to get into the fixing deal. If they want to get into fixing deal, they're history, man. Do you know what I mean? I suspect, well, we don't know yet because we come out this morning. But what happens is that I think what they're going to do is they want to get into the wholesale business. They're going to basically try to take over the retail part of the business, which they've been trying to do anyway. So then they're going to have premium agents. So let's say you're a premium agent, Dave. You're in the business.
What's a premium agent? He was on TV at 12:30 today trying to say it, but they never said what a premium agent was.
The premium agent is going to be you're really just working for them. They're going to feed you all this. They're going to give you more services, but this whole thing of 5 or 6% is going to be gone. Do you know what I mean?
He did bring that up. In fact, I'll find the link and I'll try to put it in the dender in the next break. But he was on for about 5 minutes trying to defend his decision, and the stock market looks like it pretty mumuch made its decision.
Oh, it's an ABC down. Yeah, there's no doubt, man. It blew away the B point, has volume behind the move. Yeah, good luck. The thing that's intriguing, there is no doubt that Zillow runs the business right now because they bought Tulia. You want to go after something, it's all right there. Now they're trying to figure out how can they put the real estate people out of business. And retail, they're going to probably do a pretty good job of that because, you sell a $200,000, $300,000 house, and it's like, really, if it's 5 or 6%, bottom line is that's a lot of meat out of the sale price. So
I just think that on the technology scale, the promise was very quick scalability, which is the same problem that Tesla has. You just don't build another factory in 2 days, right?
Right.
You certainly can scale an internet company incredibly fast, and that's why they've grown like they have.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, you're not going to scale flipping houses. Stay right there, folks. Dave and I are coming right back.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters. Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com. TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABC's, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now is down 102. Nasdaq's down 24. S&Ps are down 5.5. And blink, folks, and the market just went from down 220 to down 100. S&Ps were down 17. They're down 6. We're talking about our man, Mr. Dave White. We are talking technology and markets, folks. And don't forget, you can come over to our website at TFNN. You can get both the Dave's newsletters. The way you do it, you go to newsletters. If you'd like to get the Tech Insider, just go to investment newsletters. If you want to get the path of least resistance, go to trading newsletters, 30-day money-back guarantee. What else we got, Dave?
Well, I saw this, and I wanted to bring it up before the end because I know you're a big bond guy.
Yeah.
And that is, a lot of people are starting to talk about Tesla that has these bonds, and these bonds are going to be due March of next year. If the stock is below 360, Tesla has to make up the difference.
Oh, interesting. So let me see. Let me see this. So more investors are betting against the dollar share amounts decreased 28% last. The percentage.
It's not on this slide. It's actually one of the analysts came out on it. But the part I was looking at was, at least from this analyst, they went out and put these bonds. I wondered how likely that is. And a company like General Electric, are they going to have these same kind of, this is like $1 billion.
Yep.
So I think they could probably come up with that if it was $60 a share. But how common is that we're going to find these things buried in some of these companies, that these guys are backing their bonds by the share price? And did that happen in like General Electric, where these guys may have bonds coming up in the near future? And basically GE is already dead, and Tesla may have some big hits coming up on these bonds across the next couple of years.
What's going on there, that sounds to me like there's a callable future inside the bond. And what it would be, folks, is that if Tesla is not trading at $360 at that certain date, bottom line is that if you have their bond, you can say, okay, I want my money right now. Right? That's what I think's happening. Oh, yeah, they're inside there. That's a covenant that's inside bonds, no doubt. Dave, thanks so much, man. Really appreciate it. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. And whatever you want in life, folks, visualize it, step into it, take ownership of it, and fly with it. Have a great weekend, safe weekend. Look forward to speaking right back here Monday morning, 10 o'clock. Look at them, folks.
Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com.